We're going to explain how to convert timestamps into dates. This is a common task in data analysis and programming. Timestamps, which represent a specific point in time, often come in various formats, and we need to transform them into more readable date formats like YYMDD. We'll cover several common methods in programming languages. 1. Understanding timestamps. A timestamp is essentially a number representing the seconds, or sometimes milliseconds, microseconds, etc., that have elapsed since a specific reference point, usually the Unix epoch, January 1st, 1970, 00 SA UTC. Different systems and programming languages might use different epochs or units, so it's essential to know the specifics of your timestamps format. 2. Python. Python offers powerful libraries for date and time manipulation. The datetime module is your primary tool. You typically start by converting your timestamp, assuming it's in seconds since the Unix epoch, into a datetime object. This involves using the datetime from timestamp and function. Once you have the datetime object, you can easily format it using the strftime method. For example, my dateObject.strftime %y%m%d would give you a date string in YMDD format. Remember to handle potential errors, like if your timestamp is invalid. 3. JavaScript. JavaScript uses the date object to handle dates and times. You can create a date object from a timestamp in milliseconds since the Unix epoch using newDate timestamp. Then you can use methods like getFullYear, getMonth. Note, this returns a zero-based index, so January is 0, and getDate to extract year, month, and day individually. Or you can utilize toLocalDateString for a more localized date string representation. 4. Other languages. The approach is similar in other languages like Java, C#, or PHP. Each language provides its own date and time libraries with functions to parse timestamps and format them into dates. Always consult the documentation for your specific language and libraries to find the correct functions and formatting options. The core process remains the same. Convert the timestamp into a date object, then format it into your desired output string. 5. Dealing with different timestamp formats. Be aware that timestamps aren't always simple numbers representing seconds since the epoch. You might encounter timestamps in different formats, including milliseconds, microseconds, or even strings representing dates and times. You'll need to use appropriate parsing techniques, often involving string manipulation and regular expressions, to correctly extract the numerical timestamp before proceeding with the conversion. You might need to adjust the code to account for time zones as well, depending on your requirements and the source of the timestamp. In summary, converting timestamps to dates involves understanding the timestamp's format, using the appropriate language's date and time library to create a date object, and then formatting that object to your desired date representation using a specific format string. Remember to always check your data and handle potential errors during the conversion process. Carefully consider potential time zone issues if your timestamps aren't in